All right, so if you're learning to drive in Vancouver, you already know Kitsilano is, well, it's basically the final boss, right? So how in the world do you pick a driving school that actually gets you ready for that challenge? Today, we're going to break down a guide that does just that. It lays out a roadmap for choosing the right school so you don't just pass your test, you become a safe, confident driver for life. Let's dive in. Okay, here's the game plan. We'll start with what makes Kitsilano such a unique beast. Then we'll get into a checklist for judging any driving school. After that, we'll look at why a school called Young Drivers gets a special mention, check out their AI driving coach, yeah, you heard that right, and finally, put it all together so you can make the right call. All right, first things first. Let's talk about the Kitsilano Driving Challenge. Because let's be real, learning to drive here is a whole other level of difficult. You know, if you're a learner driver in Kits, you absolutely feel this every single time you start the car. This isn't just about acing the road test, it's about feeling like you can actually handle the streets on your own. So what is it? What exactly makes driving here so tricky? Well, here's the reality check. You've got that nonstop cyclist traffic on West 4th and Cornwall, you're trying to master lane discipline on the Burrard and Granville bridges while everyone's cutting in, and then there are the super dense pedestrian zones near Kits Beach where people just pop out. And of course, let's not forget our famous coastal rain that can show up out of nowhere. Suddenly you realize that knowing how to press the gas and brake, yeah, that's not going to be enough. Not even close. So, okay, we've laid out the problems. But that leads to the big question. How do you find a school that actually prepares you for all that? Well, that's where having a really solid checklist comes into play. It's basically a framework to help you make a smart, informed choice. And this is so important. It's tempting to just go for the cheapest option, right? But the cheapest school might just teach you to pass a test. The right school is about building real, long-term safety and confidence. It's a totally different mindset. Okay, let's look at this checklist. ICBC approval, that's a must-have, a total non-negotiable. But that's just the start. You've got to dig deeper. Does their curriculum actually prepare you for dense traffic and that sideways rain? What about the instructors? Are they teaching you the little things? The nuances for dealing with cyclists and pedestrians? And this is a big one for me. Are they using any kind of technology to make your practice hours more than just hours? And finally, the ultimate proof. Do they have evidence that their students are actually safer drivers in the long run? See, these are the questions that matter. All right, so if we take that checklist and apply it, the guide we're drawing from really starts to zoom in on one school in particular. So let's see why Young Drivers seems to tick all those boxes. The benchmark in Canadian driver education. Wow. Okay. That's a pretty heavy statement. The guide is basically saying that Young Drivers, or YDC, isn't just playing the same game as everyone else, they're setting the standard. And it all comes down to their laser focus on creating safer drivers. So, the obvious question is, how? It really boils down to their core method. First off, there's a huge emphasis on defensive driving. We're not just talking about reacting when a car cuts you off, we're talking about anticipating it before it happens. That's absolutely critical for dealing with pedestrians and cyclists. Then they use scenario-based learning, so you're not just learning theory. You're practicing for real-world chaos like navigating the bridges in a downpour. And it's all layered. You build your skills up step by step, from the absolute basics to complex emergency maneuvers. Now here's where it gets really interesting. UDC says they have a solution for something called the practice gap. And you probably know exactly what this is. It's all those supervised hours you have to log, right? You're driving with a parent or supervisor, but what are you actually doing? Just driving the same old easy routes around your neighborhood? You're putting in the time, but you're not really learning or getting better. That's the practice gap. And this chart really shows the difference. On one side, you have those unstructured hours. It's basically just clocking time, maybe going through the motions. But on the other side, you have this guided learning approach. Every single time you get in the car, there's a clear goal. You're tackling complex situations on purpose. It's about turning passive practice into active, meaningful learning, a total game changer. So how do they actually do that? How do they bridge that gap between lessons? Well, the answer the guide points to is pretty cool, actually. It involves technology. They have an app for iOS called the Driver's Coach, and its whole purpose is to use artificial intelligence to bring structure and real-time guidance to all those practice drives you do between your official lessons. And it's pretty straightforward. While you're driving, the app gives you these AI-driven coaching prompts. At the same time, it's tracking your driving behavior and logging where you go. And then, after the drive, you get guided feedback that you can actually talk about with your supervisor and your professional instructor.
Think of it like a digital co-pilot whose only job is to help you improve. And here's why that's so powerful. It brings us right back to those specific Kitsilano challenges. Now, you're not just practicing on the Burrard Bridge or driving down busy West 4th. You're getting targeted, specific feedback on how you're handling those tough routes. It means every single practice drive is a real, measurable lesson. Okay, time to put all the pieces together. We've got the challenges, the checklist, and the tech. So how do you actually make the right choice for you? So when you look at the local landscape based on the guide's research, you can see there are other solid ICBC-approved schools out there. They'll teach you to drive. But the key difference with young drivers seems to be that unique combination of a high focus on defensive driving plus that integrated AI app. That's the complete system that really makes them stand out from the crowd. So really, the big takeaway here is this. It's that three-part punch. You've got the proven safety outcomes, you've got a real answer to that practice gap problem, and you've got the AI coaching to back it all up. That's the combo that the guide points to as the difference maker. So if this approach sounds like it's for you, here are your next steps. First, just double-check your ICBC eligibility and all that learner's permit stuff. Then you'd choose a YDC package that fits what you need. Get your lessons scheduled, both in the car and online, and make sure you install that driver's coach app so you're ready to go for your practice drives. And hey, here's a little pro tip. Book your ICBC road test weeks, maybe even months in advance. Seriously. In the end, it really all boils down to one simple question you have to ask yourself. Are you just trying to log hours to get a license, or are you actually trying to learn how to be a safer driver for life? Because that choice, the school you pick, isn't just about passing a 30-minute test. It's about the kind of driver you're going to be for decades. Thanks for tuning in.